Sam Darnold. What do you think of Darnold?
Okay. I've been pretty clear on my stance with Darnold of just, I'm not a quarterback guru. I will say this about Sam Darnold. I don't know. I don't know, and I will not evaluate Sam Darnold under Adam Gase. I will not. That is not fair at all to Sam Darnold, okay? Is there a world where Sam Darnold is not a good quarterback? For sure. Is that more likely than him being a good quarterback? For sure. But there is that little part of me that says, man, if you get him around a coach that really knows how to actually coach football, you get him around a roster that actually knows how to play, maybe this kid can be serviceable. Maybe he's not going to live up to his draft capital, but he is young. He's 23 years old. 23.
That's right.
Not everybody comes into the league and just tears things up, guys. It's not how it worked for everybody, but go through his contract.
So, I mean, here's well, first of all, before we get to the numbers, let's put the context in. The reason this might happen is because the Jets have the number 2 pick. Plus, the Jets have Robert Saleh and Mike LaFleur. So if Kyle Shanahan likes Zach Wilson, the Jets like Zach Wilson, right? And if Kyle Shanahan wanted to get him, then the Jets will get him. But what the Jets could do is, hey, we're going to take the guy you like because you told us you liked him, and we like him too now. But we can send you back Sam Darnold. We'll do you a favor, and we won't even ask for a first. What would he cost? A third? A fourth?
Yeah, I don't think they can ask for a first.
I don't think you can ask for a second. What did Rosen get? What did the Cardinals get for Rosen?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll look it up.
Maybe they get more than that. But okay, so he's not super expensive to trade for. And now look at his contract, man. I mean, he would be. First of all, he's only got 1 year left. His cap number is 9.7 for the Jets, but on the Niners, you take off $5 million, dude. He'd be nothing. He would be dirt freaking cheap. And you could keep Trent Williams. You could keep everyone you wanted. It'd be interesting, I don't know. It would kind of depend on if you really thought Sam Darnold was trash or not. But
see, that's the thing, right? If you had that evaluation of him at USC, then this is an absolute no, right? Right. So, I mean, and I can see that, look, this is throwing names out for argument's sake. These aren't people you hear Robert Saleh talk yesterday. I got the chance to listen to him on the radio and everything because I live here in Jersey. He was the opposite of what Kyle Shanahan did with Jimmy G. Telling you that Jimmy G, he expects him to be the quarterback is fine and whatever he said. Robert Saleh was tough in the pocket, tough as nails, ready. He really believes that he's going to be there. So I don't see him moving, but Robert Saleh looks like he's in at least to try 1 year with him. Why wouldn't you try 1 year if you're Robert Saleh with him there while he's cost control?
See, that's to me, if I were advising Robert Saleh, if I were on that coaching staff and he were asking my opinion, I'd be like, dude, why are you moving off Sam Darnold to replace him with Zach Wilson? I know you like Zach Wilson, but are you sure that Sam Darnold wouldn't have looked like Zach Wilson if he had been at BYU? I mean, that's a great left tackle they have over there. Sam Darnold looked pretty good at USC. I think what Zach Wilson can do at BYU is hold the ball a long time. And basically his job is his receivers aren't great, but they're open. Yeah. He gets rid of the ball quickly, but he can hold it if he wants to. His job is easy. Sam Darnold could have looked like that there. Are you certain that Zach Wilson is better than him? He's probably better than Sam Darnold, but are you certain? So it's possible that, the Jets just keep. I mean, what do they really gain from trading him? He's already cheap. Yeah, you only get a third-round pick. You're selling low.
And the Jets are committed to Saleh. So why wouldn't Saleh try 1 year with him to see what he has? And then if not, whatever, then you move off him, and that's fine, So that's why I understand the move exactly for them, because they're not on any sort of schedule. No one's expecting the Jets to come out here and bust everybody in the mouth next year, right? Mm-hmm. So you see what you got with Darnold, and if not, move on. And then it still puts you, if you lose enough games, it puts you in a spot where you can draft the quarterback next year. I think he stays, and I think Saleh's smart for that.
This is a really fun exercise. And if you think it's a little too much of a hypothetical, I guarantee you this is the kind of exercises the 49ers are doing daily. What are our options? What is every single veteran option that is even feasible? Let's go through the hypothetical and see and rank them. And we'll do it again next week because they want to move on from Jimmy G, but trying to actually find a feasible, affordable upgrade is tough, and they may not have figured that out yet. That may present itself down the line. And as we're looking, a lot of these are post June 1 trades, and I just kind of got to get a little creative. So was there one more name you wanted to put up?
Oh. Well, to your point real quick about that, actually, I think I lost it. Yeah, I do have a name that I want to put up, and I want you to defend it because I'm out on it.
Okay. Who?
Andy Dalton.
I didn't put it. Okay, we'll put it. I didn't put Andy Dalton because he's a free agent, and I'm talking guys to trade for. But the reason that Andy Dalton is arguably the best option is because you don't have to trade for him. You would give him a 1-year, $3 million deal. Problem is, he's not that good. So if you move off of Jimmy G and bring in Andy Dalton, there's a good chance you're going to miss the playoffs.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? So if you that's why I'm out, right? Like I'm not a fan, like I don't think he's as bad as everybody says, but I don't think he's that good. And then if you do that, you are tossing this season aside, or you are prepping whatever quarterback you take. In the first round, either you're moving up to get a guy or you just pray that Trey Lance falls to you at 12 and you're just prepping him. So yeah, that's the reason that I'm out on it. It's just that I see that name floated out to me a lot. We've talked about it and everything. I should have left it off because you said, trade. So that's my
fault. Hold on. Let's stick with it though. Let's do some rankings. Would you rather sign Andy Dalton or trade for Sam Darnold?
What's the C? Get punched in the face. Good gosh, man. I mean, so what does this mean if we sign Andy Dalton? Does that mean we get Trey Lance? So, all right. Perhaps. If it's Dalton and Lance, cool. I'm with that.
It could be Darnold and Lance too, because you could trade a third for Darnold.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you want to give up that much draft capital on one position.
I'm not trading that third for Dalton. I'd rather. For Darnold, I'd rather sign Dalton and draft Trey Lance. If it's one or two.
See, that's why Dalton is interesting. Like, I think the give Dalton one year, $3 million contract is preferable to trading for Darnold, trading for Wentz, trading for Roethlisberger, trading for Alex Smith, trading for Kirk Cousins, trading for Derek Carr. The only moves I definitely like better than signing Dalton are trading for Stafford, trading for Rodgers, trading for Ryan, and trading for Watson, if you could maybe get some of those pick back down the line, to restructure. I don't know. Yeah. So it's feasible, but you're going to miss the playoffs. So why are we even having that discussion?
Oh, I remember now the point. Okay, so you were talking about, week to week, how teams look at it, right? So, I see comments, saying, why are you guys still talking about quarterbacks? Because the quarterback position remains fluid week to week for these same reasons. Yes. We can still discuss the same people while describing their situation being different, right? Before we came on here, we found out that Matthew Stafford is actually wanting a trade. Right. So all those hypotheticals that we've been throwing out for weeks, they've come to fruition now. And now realistically, you have to talk about that. So if you guys don't want to talk about quarterbacks all offseason, you might want to get off Twitter because situations remain fluid and information comes in and things change. So yes.
No, Shanahan has to figure this out this offseason. He can't keep pushing this down the road. This is it. Vish is very smart and he's saying it's better. He's saying Andy Dalton is better than everything besides Stafford or Watson. Ooh. And then he came back and said, and maybe Rodgers, I guess. I would. What about Ryan? Let me ask you, Jason. Would you rather trade a 2021 first and a 2023 second for Ryan, or sign Andy Dalton? That's a tough one.
What do we want? What are we looking to do this year? What are we looking to do this year? Are we looking to win a Super Bowl?
I think so, man. It seems to me that if the Niners had Tom Brady right now, they'd be back. They'd be right there against the Packers like they were last year. They should be there right now. It's Jimmy's fault. It's Jimmy's fault, Jason. I don't care that he got hurt. Tom Brady wouldn't have got hurt. Aaron Rodgers didn't get hurt this year. It's Jimmy's fault.
I think that you do the Dalton thing and you go for my guy Lance, man. I'm with it. I'm all in on the Lance thing. After being able to watch his film and the reason that I am, quick reasons. There will be no sort of learning curve in this offense. Sorry, guys, not sure where you're getting that narrative from. NDSU runs all of the same Shanahan concepts and run, play action, RPO, all those things. They run all of it. Watch the film. It's all there for you, right? I'm not even giving you opinion. It's there for you. There is no learning curve with this offense. So stop telling me that he's going to go into some massive scheme change. That's false. That's not an opinion. That's false.
No, it's true. So it is false. But what I'm saying is for him, for Fields, for Lance, for Wilson, for Trask, for anyone not named Trevor Lawrence, I think they should be sitting first year. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. And so that's why this is an important discussion. Even if they get Lance, who are they going to get to start next year? It might be Jimmy G. It might just have to be Jimmy G. But I think we found some better options. And honestly, I really like the Rodgers and the Ryan options. Because to me, if you trade for Watson, you could win the Super Bowl in 2021. But after that, I don't know. And if you trade for Stafford, you're going to make the playoffs. But are you going to win the Super Bowl with Stafford making 11, 12% of your cap? I don't know. I think you might come close, but not get there. With Ryan, a little cheaper. Rodgers, a little cheaper. Also, might be a little better, even though they're older. So I think those would be that's what I'm zeroing in on. At least those 4 names: Rodgers, Ryan, Stafford. Probably not Watson. Rodgers, Ryan, Stafford, and Andy Dalton if you just strike out. We got a question real quick from Travis.
Yes.
Jimmy G is the only player on our team who isn't tough. It is his fault. He's the quarterback.
I mean, we just outlined Matthew Stafford. We just outlined Matthew Stafford playing in Week 17. And look at your own team. Look at your own team and find the tough guys. George Kittle's a football player. He played in games that didn't mean anything. You know why? He's paid handsomely. He's a football player. He's tough. That's what you want from anybody on your team, not just your quarterback. That's what you want.
Yeah. And with Jimmy G, I mean, I got to question how much he wants to play football, how much it matters to him. You know?
I don't know how tough he is.
He didn't prove that much before he made millions and millions of dollars. He didn't have to prove it the way Kittle did, the way all these guys do.